What's up, guys? It's a happy Wednesday. How y'all doing today? Make sure y'all tap into that SoonerPro23@gmail.com to get with you. Happy Wednesday. It's all about that networking, man. Trying to get that paper. Take this sauce kind of. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this one off. Pop on the okay, you know what I'm talking about? The little Scarfo, man, you know what I'm saying? Young small nigga like this boy Nicky Scarfo, you know what I'm talking about? You dig? M game. Shining on them niggas, let them know y'all look live. So today, we're gonna learn the basics of finances. So, so the basics of finances. So we're gonna say I'm reading out some stuff that I wrote. It says that this is an example of how we can tune our mind up in some aspects that will help us become financially wealthy. Our youth should make this a priority when coming up in school. Pay attention and take notes. Finances is the study of applying specific value to things that we own, services we use, decisions that we make. You know what I'm saying? When we're training our minds to work for us by giving it proper information to process, you know what I'm saying? It handles situations in different manners than the normal, you know. You make better decisions with handling money and things you own and oversee when you know the basics of finances. So let's say you want to start this journey out simple with low startup cost and a chance to own assets of value within your estate. Having financial knowledge allows one to own shares of a stock in corporate companies. Understanding the process of buying and selling property, the pros and cons of buying and selling entire corporations, as well as manage your personal household finances. So you don't need to break the bank or spend years learning the basics of managing finances. You don't even gotta, it's just a simple, put it like this. Many of us wise guys and girls should pretty much have a proper understanding of paying bills and receiving a paycheck. So right there, paying bills is expense where your money go out. Receiving a paycheck is earning income where money comes in. There you have it. Finances in a nutshell. In financial terms, the process that I just explained would be paying and receiving money. It's called cash flow. So cash flow, money coming in, money coming out is cash flow. So we always gotta put this in perspective when we trying to do things. You know what I'm saying? You really can't get to a scale of a level of finance if you really don't have a proper understanding of finance. That's why you see these guys, athletes, just guys that get, a nice lump sum of money over the years that they didn't play, that they worked for, you know what I'm saying? But it just, it goes out. You know what I'm saying? They spend a lot, they have a lot of expenses, but majority of them guys, they don't have the basics of finances. You know what I'm saying? They think that just because they got that amounts of money, they don't need it no more. They don't need nothing. They don't need no knowledge. They don't need to enhance their thinking. They don't need to expand that brain capacity to learning. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is like a computer, like an AI or something. An AI computer is, you have to give it processes and sequences, and over time it'll get it. After a while, the guy who's running, he might go, do it like change some process or program it like this. So that's how your mind is. Whatever your mind thinks of, or you put it or you read it, it processes that. So, when you teach it the basics of finances and you give it a goal to say, I'm finna manage my expenses, I'm finna retain some of my more of my earnings, I'm finna learn this stuff, and I'm finna be prosperous from 2022 on out. So you giving your brain, you telling it right there, it's spirituality in your mouth, your talk thing that you write, in the processes. So learning the basics of finances will get you a long way, brother and sister. So you can teach the little ones that come up, you know what I'm saying? You can't teach them nothing if you don't know nothing. So that means that just forces them to go elsewhere. Get a small, from school or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they got a knowledgeable person around them that would like to give a little bit of their time to help them in the outcome, you know what I'm saying? So today we're going to be learning the basics of finances. So then, you know what I'm saying, with the basics of finances, understand percentages. That's the key. Understanding percentages. A lot of people don't know. They just want the dollar amount. We got this, but percentages. So when you understand the percentages, your mind is thinking different. You on a different level you on a different level now, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you say, if you ask somebody, say, now let me borrow $100, something like that, or you just say, let me get 10% of 1,000 10 times. Which one would you rather choose? I'm gonna get the 100 right now, but over time you can get a percentage, which is 10%, $1,000 10 times. How much is that? So that's the goal. How much is? We got 1,000. How much is 10% of that? So we can do some quick math. Just go to your phone, calculator. Okay. So when you calculate this up, you're going to put 1,000 times 0.1. That's $100. So you just basically would, since it's 10, you put a decimal, say 1, 2. You put your decimal right there. 1,000 times 0.10 will get you $100. So 100 times 10 is 1,000. So that's percentages. Or you say, I got a portfolio. Let's say my portfolio value, I wanted to be at 25,000, but we close. So we just gonna say my portfolio value is probably around about 22,000. So let's say we can get a 13% gain for the year. So how much would that be? 13% of 22,000. So again, do our math. Make sure you, to get this math, you need 22,000 times 0.13. Let's see if we can get it right. So 22,000 times 0.13, that'd be $2,860. So that's so our value $2,860. So that's 13% of 22,000. That's in the investment world. If you make that off your money, that's kind of your money working for you. That's free money. You know what I mean? Like on a percentage scale, a lot of people ain't. They too lazy. They don't want to go the extra mile for what they know. So, and if I can get that 13% this year, it'll, and then I'm gonna probably get some more gains. You know what I'm saying? But that'll bring it to that 25,000. So we're gonna read a little bit. We're gonna read some stuff real quick. You know what I mean? So, understanding percentages while building wealth. It says we don't have to be mathematicians to build great wealth. We do need to learn and understand percentages, meaning an amount such as allowance or commission that is a proportion of a larger sum of money. But by understanding percentages, you will know rates, numbers, and any proportion or share in relations to a whole. Dealing with money, you need to understand how it flows and how to keep a percentage of everything you earn over a lifetime, over a span of 10 to 20 to 30 years. You know what I'm saying? The Social Security limit is 30 years. You only get 30 years, and then any years you work after that, they'll get your highest years. But 30 years is the maximum years for Social Security. So keep that in mind. So, it's not it's not a long journey, but 30 years come by quick, man. You know what I'm saying? So in regards to retirement age, roughly around the age of 59 and a half, that the reason why I put 59 and a half is because in your Roth IRA, you can start getting into that at 59 and a half with no penalties. It's your cash. Whatever you produced, you saved, you earned, you contributed in your Roth IRA from the time that you open it to the time that you 59. That's your fruits of labor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been laboring for your fruits. So that's why we say you got to get these accounts, these individual brokerage accounts, these IRA accounts, you know what I'm saying? 401k, that's your job. And then when you leave your job, you roll that 401k over into that Roth IRA so you can have total control over that money. You know what I'm saying? Kind of keep it in a 401k. The market might go down. They might, something might happen. But if you get your money and you don't even got to buy it, just put it in there. But then you might can buy the next Tesla coming up, or the next Apple, something like that. So you don't need a lot to start building assets. You know what I'm saying? That's all building wealth is. Simply gaining assets of value. If you look at billionaires around the world, their wealth is tied up in investments such as common stocks, real estate, high valuable items, paintings, corporations, businesses, you know what I'm saying, digital assets. That's the future, digital assets. If you can get you some, pretty much anything that holds value among people in the world can be stored up as value, such as cryptocurrency, NFTs. That kind of shit. Like, why would you? But it's value in that people. The people is what bring the value to things, man. You know what I'm saying? If I put out something like this shirt, if I made it different venture and I became something, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see people, these people go crazy for a shirt worn by a person or something that ain't nothing, but people spend $16 million for this car that somebody owned. The people made it valuable. They brought the value to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say anything that holds a value among people in the world, man, can be stored up as value. Or you can just simply say, I'm gonna say $100 bills. You know what I'm saying? Some people might say that, well, you're gonna lose, it's gonna decrease, your value ain't gonna work, but man, I don't care what you say. A box of $100 bills is still a box of $100 bills today, tomorrow. Something might just be higher, but you don't gotta buy that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that box of $100 bills is still hundreds. I don't care what you say. That money is still good, man. Just don't let these people think you know, because if you put all your money in assets and banks and you lose, you're gonna lose money. So the more assets you get, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get a box of $100 bills and put it somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Safe, that it won't corrode or destroy. And then over time, we're gonna see what we can do with it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really a good idea just to hoard cash, but you know, it ain't a very wise idea just to have nothing. So, and then you can save millions of pennies in your mom's and dad's basement. I don't know if you can do that anymore, but people have done it. Save millions of pennies in their basement and then cash some in here and there. But people value. A lot of people throw pennies away, but they say another man's trash is another man's treasure. Man, I know somebody who saved millions. When they cashed in, they had well over 100,000, and they got it off just picking it up off the curb, saving change, doing all that stuff. It took them about a good 30 years to do it, but that's some side cash, man, that you can pay yourself $1,000 a month, you know, or $500 a month, $350 a month, or just say I'm just gonna give myself $3,000 or $4,000 out of that per year. That's extra cash. Not saying that you might, and then that's just a piece, because you're gonna have retirement accounts, you know, savings, valuables, things that you know what I'm saying. So building wealth is just accumulating assets that help you out in the different things. You know what I'm saying. So, and you know, like I said, just putting it in the bank account would be okay as well. It's not going to decrease. You know, they say you might lose it when they say that as far as it, because of inflation. But you put $1,000 in the bank, you're gonna be able to put $1,000 out. So, voila. So let's say if your account balance continues to go up in value every year, you're on the right track. You know what I'm saying? No rush. You should be training your mind to think in terms of short, mid, and long term. I have a trick for you. Stay with me. You know what I'm saying? So the process of true wealth can be fun in the essence. So, you know, once you get fun with it, get some things that had a process to go live. You know what I'm saying? Wealth building shouldn't be exhausting or overworking yourself. Your mind doesn't make good judgments with decisions when it's overworked or stressed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sweep all that negativity, the stress stuff out the way. You know what I'm saying? All the emotions. This ain't the type of game for that. You know what I'm saying? This is a game. Wealth finances to me is a game. I play it just like a game, because I don't get seriously at nothing about games. So that's the same way this goes. You lose some, you win some. But at the end of the day, all you're doing is being a steward to the things that you can accumulate. But you have to be the one that accumulates. You know what I'm saying? We got the backing, but you know what I'm saying? With all faith, it takes action, man. You know what I'm saying? So balancing is a must. That balancing again, you know what I'm saying? It's not too difficult to start growing your wealth. We're getting to the good part, you know what I'm saying? So let's break this down piece by piece, build it up brick by brick, you know what I'm saying? Starting here. If you haven't started your wealth building journey, you can today. So when I put this up here on my last video, www.fidelity investments, you know what I'm saying, fidelity.com, but Fidelity Investments is what you're going to be looking for on the right track. So, you know what I'm saying? So, if you need tips to touch up on your foundation, always come to Sooner Pro Gaming Channel. You know what I'm saying? We call it the Sooner Pro Gaming Channel because we do all type of stuff that game your mind. You can learn anything from our videos that'll help you in the wealth building process. So that's what we doing, man. That's what I've been doing all my life since I was yay high. I had fake stuff that I you know, like my little nephew, he kind of like me. She said he got a treasure chest right now. He probably like 3 or 4, 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to get him on that path too. But when I was a kid, man, I just thank the Lord that I always was around money, different things. I used to find money in couches, food stamp, when they used to be food stamp bill, big ones. When I was in the 4th or 5th grade, I took about a total value about $200 to school, and they got it. You know what I'm saying? But they gave it to my people. They was like, how does, you know, food stamps and a wad of cash, which I found, you know what I'm saying, which just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So I always been attracted to money, man. So that's why I say, when you want to know how to get in these finances, tune in to the Sooner Pro Gaming Channel, man. But right now, to start your wealth building off, Fidelity.com, Vanguard, something like that. Get your individual account going. Get your IRA going. Them is the only 2 accounts you really need to start bubbling. To save 1%, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10% on up. You know what I'm saying? So you need systems in place and tools to build your wealth. All builders need tools and things to work with. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind when you out here trying to get it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that G, man. Number 1, then about that greenback. You know what I'm saying? Anything outside that, we ain't trying to compare with family, friend. We talking about tools, man. Why I say the G up there? Because he helps everything go in the flow. But just in our worldly life, we need tools, man. And then cash, it don't rule nothing around me, but it's a tool, and I'm gonna need a tool like a builder need a hammer. You can't go to work and build nothing without a hammer and nails. You just can't do it. So financially, we can't do too much without that dollar, man. So we need it. So, you know, there it is. Finance is all in the making. You know what I'm talking about? We finna get these finances going, my dude. You know what I'm saying? So stay live and legit. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank us with a like or 2. You get what I'm saying? And keep coming back, watching these videos so you can get up on your game. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, we builders, my dude. Get it popping.